And how are you? And how are you? And how are you? Hey, how are you doing? Welcome, everybody, to the Wulff Den podcast. Hey, it's me. And it's also him.
Hey, it's me. Hey, we're both of us here. Hey.
Welcome. Not a minute too late.
Yep.
What do we got to talk about today?
We got a jam-packed show today, Bob. We got a whole bunch of really wacky Nintendo news. Nintendo,
yes.
They got a new system out, but they also got a lot of bad press. Just saying. It's I'm saying it. I'm calling it bad press.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. People don't like them.
Yeah, it's odd.
Listen, I am a big Nintendo fan.
Yes.
I don't like them either.
We got that. We got some good news on the Stop Killing Games front. We got the wild story of Subnautica 2. I don't know if you've been keeping up with that.
I have not at all.
But like,
but I went to Reddit today and it was all over.
Yeah,
so.
And we got some. I threw in some extras at the bottom for some quick hits.
Okay.
So that I don't have those for you. Those can just be summed up in one sentence. But we got a good show tonight for you, wild people.
If you try hard enough. Thank you very much to Lua Presents for the Prime sub. Poline with the 65 months. Been a while since I caught a live stream. What's up, Wulff Bros? How you doing? Good to see you. Rolled Gold, thanks for the Prime, and Mr. Game and Tech, thanks for the 15 months. And also, Wulff Den, it said, hey, Wulff Bros. Oh, I can't read it.
I renewed my Twitch Prime. I guess it didn't.
Now that the new DCU is in full swing, what other Simpsons references should they make in future films? Maybe have Green Lantern sing the monorail song.
On Friday before Superman came out. Well, when Superman came out, I'm not gonna spoil it, but my social media was like filled with like, no context Superman spoilers, and it was a particular Superman reference. It was a particular Simpsons reference, and I'm like, how is this fit in any way into the new Superman movie? And then I saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is clearly a Simpsons reference. There is no way it could be anything else.
Well, will I know that it's a Simpsons reference?
I think you will.
Okay.
I think so. It's like if you didn't see the movie yet,
I did not see
Okay, yeah.
I have to see it because I'm hearing good things.
It is very good, yes.
Everything, I feel like everything's been spoiled for me. The day it came out, I saw at least 2 spoilers on Twitter. One of them was IGN, and I told them to go fuck themselves. Like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna say this. You know how Threads has that stupid little spoiler filter thing where it'll like mask out a word and you click on it, and people were just using it to post jokes or like release the Epstein files and whatnot.
Yeah.
Actually came in useful because like people were only using it like for its intended purpose with regards to Superman.
Yeah, they need that on Twitter.
They need good luck with that. Yeah, no, it's
I was very upset.
Yeah. Yeah, IGN is really bad at that. Because I understand you got to get clicks, but like you got to wait like 2 days,
Yeah.
At bare minimum.
2 days. It was the day it came out.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, I got to see it this week.
Yes.
Before
it's
it
very
gets
good.
spoiled for me even more.
Yes.
Anyway, let's get right into this.
Okay, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the FBI.
The feds.
Nintendo seems to be using the FBI to do their dirty work.
Yes.
That's kind of strange.
That is very strange.
Let's see what that's all about.
One of the most popular sites for Nintendo Switch piracy has been taken down as part of an ongoing FBI investigation, as reported by Kotaku. NSW2U was known for hosting Switch ROMs, which users could download to play on hacked Switches or PC emulators capable of running them. At the time of writing, when you enter the site's URL, you see a notice confirming the seizure, which the FBI says is in accordance with a warrant issued by the United States District Court in Georgia. The notice also features a logo for the Fiscal Information and Investigation Services, which is a Dutch government agency that investigates financial crimes.
So is the URL Dutch-based? Is that what that means?
I guess.
Why else would they be involved?
Yeah. Because Nintendo Europe is based in Germany, and usually anything that happens over there is handled by their German office.
Right. So let's see. I'm a little curious if I've ever been to this website before. Let's see what the Wayback Machine pulls up. Was it .com? There we go. Now we're talking.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
It says NSW2U was first added to the EU piracy watch list in May of this year.
Not accessible from this address. Let's go back to like 2022. How about that? See what that pulls up. Nope, not pulling up anything at all. Interesting.
Update as of today. The FBI wrote in a press release that the site involved in the seizure were responsible for 3.2 million illegal downloads during a 3-month window earlier this year that resulted in $170 million in estimated losses to the companies who made the games that were pirated. The ESA, those guys, applauds the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Department of Justice, and the Dutch Fiscal Information and Investigation Services for taking action to shut down the NSW2U.com and affiliated piracy websites. This is from Entertainment Software Association President and CEO Stanley Peri-Louis. This is a major victory for the video game industry and helps protect the legal marketplace for video games that generates more than $101 billion in economic impact in the United States alone.
I don't recognize this website at all. I'm trying to go as like soon as we can. I went back all the way back to 2022, trying to see if there was like a site redesign or anything recently. But I'm not that. I mean, like obviously it's a website that's got copyrighted works that Nintendo is still able to sell. So like this is like inevitable.
Well, I think that the big thing is that the feds are involved. That's because usually these websites get legal notices. They send the lawyers after them, and then they get scared and they get shut down. But now we got the FBI, rather than taking care of like real crimes, they're going after a video game piracy website.
Yeah, I mean, they're the ones that I guess you would call, but in the past, it was just like a cease and desist, and that was all. I'm sure that they had to escalate this pretty high in order to get the site taken down completely. Jay Bischoff in the YouTube chat says this was the top site people were getting ROMs for the MiG Switch. They had a massive dump zip you could download with all Switch games. So. The difference between the MiG Switch and just a regular emulator is you need a raw dump of the cartridge.
Right.
You can't just get like a ROM. So it is actually like extremely difficult to find just MiG like just raw dumps that you can use on your MiG Switch.
You need to phrase that better.
No. I do this on purpose. Massive dump, raw dump. Yes, they have a massive dump of zip files that you can, or they did. Now they don't anymore. And that's part of why I think the MiG Switch as like a cart, like a flash cart, is a little stupid because it's like impossible to find raw dumps of these games. So without their cart dumper, it's kind of useless. And now even more so now that they're taking down these websites.
Yeah.
I'd love to shit on Nintendo as much as possible because I don't like what like their stance on emulation and whatever. But this is just straight up piracy, and there's no defending it.
Yeah, but again, like this is how serious they're getting, where they're getting the federal government's like top law enforcement agency involved, because it starts with something like this, and then like it'll go on to like smaller sites and enthusiast sites, and like we've talked about this before, like Nintendo's like long arm, like their overreach into things like this. So the fact that now they have the government on their side is scary. And I'm sure that this isn't the end. They're gonna have more stuff to rip apart. But like, when do they stop? Because a couple of dudes making homebrews in their basement is not piracy. But to Nintendo, it's all the same.
Yeah.
You know, they've made that abundantly clear over the years.
Yeah, we're kind of the law is not on our side on a lot of emulation mods, that kind of stuff. So we don't have a lot of protections if we're going to dump our own games ourselves,
Right.
back up our games, or modify our games, or hack our system that we own or whatever. The law is not on our side for that, and it seems like the law is growing closer to Nintendo's side.
Yeah.
So really, the biggest defense that people have in favor of Nintendo is just saying, "Oh, Nintendo would never go after you for like hacking your own system or backing up your games." But like, there's no law that stops them.
The Engadget article reminds us that Nintendo updated its end user license agreement for the Switch that effectively enables them to brick your Switch if it runs illegal emulators or pirated games. So,
yeah. So this is something I had an argument about this on my stream the other day. A lot of end user license agreements have clauses like that, like like we learned PlayStation has a similar clause.
Yeah.
But it's on the Nintendo Switch, it was so egregious that it was like you couldn't even plug in a capture card. Like a capture card was against the end user license agreement.
Yeah.
Now I don't have any. I tried and looked that up in the end user license agreement. And I can't find that, but I remember that being a thing that we talked about during the whole Point Crow situation. Was they didn't want any unlicensed hardware connected to your Switch at all, and that includes capture cards, and shit like that. So, third-party docks, controllers that aren't licensed, those are all against the end user license agreement. And this is why end user license agreements should be completely abolished.
Yeah,
they should hold no legal ground because they can put anything they want. You already bought the thing, and that just basically forces you into signing an agreement you haven't read, and you already gave them your money.
Yeah, no,
so you're already forced into it.
It's aggressively anti-consumer.
Yeah, and we don't have enough protection.
And they like use it on things that aren't like tech-based, like tractors have it, and friggin' washing machines have it now.
Yeah,
you know, for no reason other than they saw that the tech companies can do it and get away with it. Maybe they can too.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
I wish that our government would take a little note from the EU and try to protect consumers a little bit more. We need more consumer protections in a similar way. I'm talking about that a lot on my video this week in regards to the dock, the Switch 2 dock. No reason for that to be proprietary. And the EU already went after Apple for having a Lightning port. So why not go after Nintendo for not playing nice with the dock hardware?
Yeah.
Anyway. I can't tell if the YouTube stream is choppy or if you guys just haven't clicked the live button yet. But it seems like the Twitch stream is fine. So I don't know what to do about that, or if I can help you at all. So I'm sorry. Why are people arguing in the Twitch chat? Anyway, what's this one? Chris Mack sent a link. Oh wow, on the site it showed a MiG Switch XCI collection full dump. That's probably every game.
Yeah.
They probably have every game available. What year is this one? 2024. Okay, yeah, I don't remember this site at all. I haven't seen this. Not that I've ever pirated anything.
Good boy.
YouTube is definitely choppy. I might have to
kill the YouTube.
Kill the YouTube, man. Seems like Twitch is fine. Do I kill it or do I just let you guys suffer? It was getting choppy. I'll leave it.
Yeah.
I'll leave it. I'll suggest again that you switch to Twitch, though. Way to go, Bob. You just had to go and try to stream 1440p. I didn't. I actually tried to put it down to 720p, actually. If I'm being real. Actually, it is 720p. So that explains why the Twitch stream is working and the YouTube stream isn't, because the Twitch stream is 720p. Anyway. I mean, that's it. The FBI.
Yeah,
is
that's
helping Nintendo
basically
go
all
after
we gotta
these
say,
wrong
yeah.
sites. But on the same token, of piracy,
Yes.
this was a fear of people that people would dump a Switch 2 game and then sell it back to GameStop.
Right.
And I figured this probably wouldn't be a widespread thing, because why would you do that? But it looks like people did.
Yes, it has come to light that since the Switch 2 launched, that Nintendo is cracking down on people who make copies of its software, legitimate or otherwise, by banning consoles it detects playing copies of Switch 1 games. A worry for anyone considering a secondhand Switch 2. It seems that owning an official secondhand Switch 1 cart can also create problems if a previous owner ripped it and has been running it elsewhere via a flash card. This headache-inducing scenario was highlighted by D. Mathy on Reddit, who claims to have had their Switch 2 banned after buying Switch 1 games from Facebook Marketplace. Fortunately, a trip to Nintendo's contact page and a chat with a human saw the ban lifted. So what's happening here? Well, it seems that in this case, the seller of the games, or some bad actors who once owned or had access to the cartridge, dumped the contents for use with their Mink Switch flash card on Switch 1 before it was sold on. The new owner of the legitimate game card has then loaded it on the Switch 2, downloaded the latest patch, and soon encountered an error code, effectively blocking access to the eShop and all online services. Nintendo monitored the card's unique key being played on multiple consoles and issued the bans. If there's a silver lining here, DeMathy describes the process of getting the Switch 2 unbanned as relatively fast, painless, after heading to Nintendo of America's contact page and opting to talk to a human. Quote, my picture of my purchase legit carts and my purchase history off of Facebook was apparently enough to convince the Nintendo rep to unban the console. I even gave them the chat history with the pirate.
Wow. Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
I wonder what that means for the pirate. Will they keep them banned? Are they gonna like track this back to them?
I'm sure Nintendo has ways to do that. If they have ways to track like a key card, they can probably track like the first person to activate that key card.
Or maybe they just don't care. Maybe they'll just unban both of them and be like, don't do it again.
I feel like
You
they
rascals.
I mean, look, again, they care enough to sick the FBI after people. Like they care enough. They'll probably keep the other guy banned.
So the reason I didn't think this would happen like that much is because if you rip the cart and then give it to somebody else and then continue to use it, you'll also get banned. It goes both ways.
See, I didn't think this would be a big issue because if I rip a CD and then I give you the CD, we can keep using the CD.
Yeah.
Like
the difference here is some games have online play.
Right.
And that's it. That's the problem.
Not an excuse though.
Yeah. I mean, it would work like back in the day, like with digital games. Like I would give you a copy of Unreal Tournament and you go online with it, and that would be a problem.
Not necessarily. I don't think we could play at the same time.
We would have key gens, and
no, because I had my friend's copy of Rainbow Six 2, but he gave it back to him when we were both able to play online.
You need the disc though. Oh, you probably ripped the disc.
No,
you need the disc for that game.
No, I never needed the disc for Rogue Spear.
Yeah. No. Oh no, Yeah.
No, we never had the disc for Rogue Spear.
How did it work then?
It just worked.
I know why. We fucking downloaded that game.
No
way. That's how it worked without the disc.
Fucking Joe gave us his copy. We put it on our computer. We gave it back to him, and then we played Rogue Spear.
I think we put it on our computer, ran a key gen, and then gave it back to him. That's what I think we
never.
did.
No,
because you need the disc to play those games.
I'm telling you, man.
I need some Rogue Spear lore in the chat right now. CD crack for sure. You know, you run the program, it plays a little scary music, and then it spits out a key.
We were in middle school. How did we know how to do that?
Well, I did it all the time. That was the time in my life where I played games mostly on PC because they were all free. Are you dry snitching on yourself? Yeah, come get me.
Yeah. 1999. Yeah, I was in middle school.
It wasn't keygen. It was a false checker for the CD.
There you go.
There you go. There it is. But yeah, it's. I mean, the problem now is that every game's online.
Yeah.
So every game is going to be checked. But again, the reason I didn't think this was going to be so widespread was because you're just shooting yourself in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
You're ripping the game, sending it off, and if you keep playing the game, you just won't have it anymore either.
Yeah.
It's.
But like it shouldn't be that way.
No.
It should not be the way that it works. Like you should be. First of all, you should be allowed to like rip your games and like have them on a private. For private use. Like that should not be a problem. And if you sell the game, you should be allowed to just sell the game, cold turkey. Like that's not like it shouldn't be an issue. Like if I want to sell a game, now all of a sudden there's all these like problems.
I'm assuming that it's you sell the game, and if you keep playing the game after you sold it and someone else tries to play it, then it triggers the piracy.
This is what we got mad at Microsoft for like 10 years ago with the Xbox One. Remember, like when they said games had to be online and like there would be no used games.
Well, that they were tying the game to your account, weren't they?
Yeah.
Like, once you put it in, it was like
once you buy a physical game on a disc, they tie it to your account.
I'm saying that this is different. It only triggers the piracy if two people are playing at the same time.
But it's essentially the same thing because like.
No, it's not.
The way Nintendo's doing it is they're essentially linking the game to your account.
But you're still allowed to sell the game. You just can't keep playing it after you sold it. Like if I give you the game, I can't also be playing the game.
Why not?
Because the game can't exist in two places.
I mean, theoretically, if you give me a game to play and then I give it back to you.
Yeah, well, but we're not playing at the same time.
But
that's the game. That's the whole game key card thing, or not game. What is it called?
Yeah, game.
No, not game key card.
Virtual
game cards. That's the virtual game card thing. You can have it for up to 2 weeks. So
but like it's essentially that's Nintendo's way of controlling that.
Yes. Listen, I would love for it to be I can take the game, rip it, and then give it to whoever I want, just like a CD. I would love that. But I understand why they would slap a little piracy thing on here. The big issue here is people buying used games don't have any protection. This could happen to anyone buying a used game.
Mm-hmm. And most people buying used games, like they don't know. If like you're at a convention, you see Switch games for sale, you're just gonna buy it. The vendor probably doesn't know whether or not it's been dumped.
Yeah, it would be nice if Nintendo had a tool to check.
Yeah,
give it a GameStop. Give GameStop a tool to.
Yeah, but then you gotta buy all your used games at GameStop.
That's true.
I almost cracked. This has nothing to do with video games, but like the new Batman figures came out and they were like selling out everywhere, but they're still available at GameStop. But GameStop charges you like $5 extra for them plus shipping. And
why?
I don't know. It's just what they do. And the last time I tried to buy action figures at GameStop, I had a really bad experience.
When did the whole GameStonk thing happen? Was that 2020?
2021.
That was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Should have let them burn.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the big issue with the Nintendo used games, right? Nintendo Switch used games. The Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have similar issues.
Probably worse issues because Nintendo seems to be like having more control over what's going on.
Yes. I heard also, you know what? On the same topic, Snazzy Labs had a problem. I actually stole his tweet for the thumbnail for this live stream. PSA, be extremely careful buying used Nintendo Switch games. Bought an old copy of Bayo 3 on eBay, and welp, my 1-month-old $450 Switch 2 is banned. This cart must have been dumped by whoever owned it before me. Hoping Nintendo will understand / unlock for me, or else this sucks. That is, he thinks his whole Switch is banned. The use of online services on this console is currently restricted by Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
His whole ass Switch is banned. Take this with he's fighting with Central Leaks. Take this with a huge grain of salt, as this person has confessed to using the MIG Switch flash card. We think the person may be lying here.
Ooh.
I've never used it on the Switch 2.
Scandaloso.
You can choose to believe me or not, but that's the truth. I don't care. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you did it or didn't.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. We're back to talking about Batman Switch.
Okay.
So, all right. So I went to GameStop just to check the cart, and they're still there. There's no problem with the cart. But now the same figure, the Batman, the McFarlane Toys DC Digital Batman No Man's Land action figure, 7-inch with digital collectible NFT, is now $30 on Amazon. It was not $30 fucking a week ago when you put it up for pre-order. It was like $27.
Oh.
I don't like this. It's bad enough, like, you're making me spend a little bit more money to get a Batman figure that comes with the glorified NFT. Now it's close to $30. I don't like this.
The NFT price went up.
Clearly.
If you bought it a week ago, you would be
like,
you'd be riding the high, man.
People are upset that Mattel is getting the license to do DC figures again, because, like, apparently, the Mattel action figures from 2020, from like 2006, are not the same quality as action figures that came out this year, whatever. Mattel doesn't sell NFTs with their action figures.
Action figures don't have clear, like, release dates, and like the price is different on every website. It's like hard to get into
there's like
when you're getting it.
Like, all right, Hasbro, give them credit. Like, they have a standard price. It's like a Marvel Legends or a G.I. Joe or a Star Wars Black Series. Those are $25, and that's what it is, across the board. Yeah, there are some exceptions, but like your basic ass figures are $25. That's what Amazon sells it for. That's what Target sells it for. That's what Walmart sells it for. But then you got some websites like Big Bad Toy Store, which is a good store. They'll charge you like $2 extra for it. Or you get like Entertainment Earth, which will charge you like an extra $1 for it. So, like, the more, like, collector-focused stores will upcharge you. And GameStop will charge you $30 because they need money.
Dark Spider says, at least the McFarlane store has that bundle discount, right?
So, it comes in a bundle with, it's the No Man's Land Batman, it's the Stephanie Brown Batgirl, which is the other one I wanted. That you can't get anywhere. Nightwing in his disco costume.
Okay.
And I think it's Monarch. So all four figures for like $100. I don't want Disco Nightwing and Monarch. I don't give a shit about Monarch. I just want fucking Stephanie Brown and No Man's Land Batman.
Well, anyway, people in the chat are reminding us that Quentin Nelson here, or Snazzy Labs, his device isn't bricked. It's his account is just banned, which I mean is. I think that there is a difference, but it's, functionally similar.
Right.
It still sucks. So it really doesn't matter if it's because he used it doesn't matter if it's because he bought a Bayonetta 3 that was used by somebody else, or if he ripped it with his MIG switch and is still playing the game. Like, right. Either way, it's still fucked up that he got banned. If he ripped Bayonetta, gave it to somebody else, maybe I understand why his account would get banned. If he downloaded Bayonetta and played it, maybe I can understand why he got banned. He's saying that he bought it from somebody on eBay. So that's a problem. But people have directed him that he should just call the number, and it should probably get resolved. I mean, every company has to deal with piracy.
Yeah.
Nintendo is probably the most susceptible to the piracy. But
are they the most susceptible, or are they just the most vigilant in like dealing with it?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to play their games on foreign hardware.
Right.
Like, it's not easy to play a PlayStation 5 game anywhere but a PlayStation 5. It's pretty easy to play a Nintendo Switch game outside of a Nintendo Switch. They also have a lot. When I emulate games, I only want to emulate Nintendo stuff. Most people only want to emulate Nintendo stuff.
True.
So, but also, some other companies are pretty good at putting their old stuff available for other people to play.
Yeah.
So Nintendo is getting better, but still not so good at it. Anyway, that's Nintendo and piracy. What's the next thing? Oh, why don't we do this?
Backlog. 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 Backlog.
Hey guys, backlog time. What's that?
Backlog is a segment of the Wulff Den podcast where we go through our entire video game collection, a collection of over 1,050 games. Pick one at random and talk about it, regardless whether or not we have played it.
703.
703. Good time. 703, and that will be Fallout 4 for the PlayStation 4.
Okay.
This is going to be you because I did not play this.
Guess what? Neither did I.
Really?
So, yep. So here's why we have this game. Very stupid. I played Fallout 3.
Yes.
The whole reason I got Fallout 3 was because it looked like I might like it, and also I thought it was an MMO. You know that's not true.
Yes.
I played almost the entirety of Fallout 3, and then I got towards the end, and I was like, why am I playing this game? I'm not enjoying myself, and I stopped playing it. Fallout 4 does not look like a game I would like at all. And it looks functionally pretty similar to Fallout 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I am not interested in this game. I got it because right before the Wulff Den took off, I got picked up as part of a YouTube channel called Shoddycast.
Mm-hmm.
I pitched a show idea to them called The Art of Video Games or whatever, and I would just talk about the art of video games. And the first video I pitched to them was about Overwatch. So it was an Overwatch video.
Right.
And then the next one was a Pokemon video. And then they said, you got to do a Bethesda game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. So I did it on Fallout 4. I bought Fallout 4. I had my friend capture footage for it because he played Fallout 4 and he was a lot further in the game. So I was like, I never even, I think, took it out of the box. I bought the game, but I was like, I could just have him do it. So I just had him play the game and I captured the footage. And he went around to the areas I wanted him. And I basically sat next to him and he Sherpa'd me through the areas. And I was like, get this shot, I basically like directed him on what shots to get. And then I made that video, and then the YouTube channel said, okay, all of your videos need to be Bethesda games. And I was like, because it was a Bethesda-focused channel. I was like, I didn't know this was going to happen. And then everyone else on the channel stopped uploading videos, and it was just me, and then the YouTube channel fell apart, and then I didn't have a job.
There you go.
Luckily, that was the year that the Switch 2 came, the Switch 1 came out.
Okay.
So that was the year I quit my job to work for that YouTube channel. And then that YouTube channel immediately went under. And then I was unemployed. But it all ended up working out. So thank you, Shoddycast, for
going out of business. Yeah, I mean,
so I did not play this game. Okay. I have a bunch of videos on the Shoddycast channel, if that channel's even still up, about art in this game. I have the art book. The art book's cool.
I took the disc home with me. I don't know if I still have it because, like, I thought, I'm foolish. Ask me why. My camera's like passing out. I foolishly thought I would like sit down and play it because the show had come out. I didn't even watch the show. I watched
the first episode. Yeah, I liked it.
Okay, I've heard it's good. I thought like maybe I'll like actually give this a shot. Haven't touched it. But now I'm trying to think, was it still wrapped?
I don't know.
Still in the cellophane?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember actually playing the game.
Okay.
I don't know if I unwrapped it or not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't have any experience in this game. The only experience I have is studying the art book and having somebody go around to different areas of the game so I can study the art of the game.
I mean, to me as an outsider, this looks almost exactly like Fallout 3.
But now it's in color.
Yes.
Fallout 3 had no color in it.
Also, the character creator is really fun. I saw that where like you're a husband and wife and like you take turns in the mirror like creating the characters. So and it's like really in deep. Like you can like create like all sorts of different.
I vaguely remember creating a character.
Okay.
So I think I played at least like an hour of it.
Okay.
But maybe I did that on PC.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I also remember when the show came out, a buddy of mine who actually does play the Fallout games, he got like a bundle of all the games, but he already had like Fallout 4 from a previous purchase. So he gave the code to a friend of ours who liked the show but does not play video games.
That's interesting.
We were in the boys group chat like coaching him through how to play Fallout 4. Including me, who's never played the game.
So
I'm just basically trying to tell him like the context, and he's like, the alarms are going off. Like, what do I do? Like, you run to a vault. That's what you do in every Fallout game.
So that's also been interesting to see is all these shows coming out and people getting into the franchise because of the show, and then they don't know what to play. Like Star Wars, everybody liked Andor, so they started playing Battlefront 2.
Like the EA Battlefront 2.
Yeah. So like seems weird to us.
Yeah.
Fallout's the same. People ended up buying Fallout 76,
which is an MMO.
Yes. And it's the newest one.
Yeah.
And that's the one with the worst rating.
Well, they've also been buying Fallout 4, like because the sales
Fallout
of that
4
were going out.
And Fallout New Vegas.
Yes.
Because everybody,
if you ask a Fallout person what the best Fallout game is, they will tell you New Vegas without even blinking. Mm-hmm. You won't even finish the sentence and they'll tell you New Vegas.
So I'm sure Fallout 76 is good now.
Better now, yeah.
It had a rough start when it started. Also, I was saying Fallout 4 is not my type of game. Everybody who plays it says it's great. Everybody likes the game. So I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it's not my type of game.
Right.
It's not like a traditional like first-person shooter or anything. It's an
RPG.
It's an RPG. Yeah. It's a pretty heavy RPG. And Fallout 3 leaned pretty heavily on their VATS system where like it goes into slow motion, you pick a body part, you shoot that body part. I hold the opinion that it has that system because the shooting mechanics are so bad. And their way around that was the VATS system. And I think that's a holdover from Fallout 1 and 2, but still, you wouldn't need that if the shooting felt good.
Right.
This, I think, makes it feel good, but also you still have the VATS system. So, anyway, if you like the show, Fallout 4, I think, is probably the one you should play.
Yeah, I mean, it's the newest. It probably runs the best. I mean, it's buggy as hell because all Bethesda games are buggy as hell. But it's probably with the most quality of life improvements. The one with the most quality of life improvements.
Yeah.
To it. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not saying don't check it out if you're interested.
We're just saying we're the wrong people to ask.
Yes. Thanks for watching the backlog. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. Next news. Oh, this is the whole Krafton debacle.
Yes. Okay.
Well, before you get it.
Okay.
A-, thanks for the 14 months. Lorian, thanks for the 29 months. Another month, another donation of Bezos money. Oh my God, thanks. Jason the Beach Bum, thanks for the Prime. Mr. Game and Tech, thanks for the 15 months. That's it.
Okay. Let's rewind the clock back. Because this is going to require a lot of context. This is going to be a long story.
Okay.
Just bear with us for a second. Okay. And this is the story as of yesterday at 6 a.m.
Okay.
Krafton, the company Krafton acquired Unknown Worlds in October 2021, and at the time said that the Subnautica studio, which is Unknown Worlds, would continue to operate as an independent outfit working on Subnautica 2. Last week, however, former Striking Distance CEO Steve Papotis joined Subnautica 2 developer Unknown Worlds as CEO. The shock announcement confirmed that the previous leadership team, Ted Gill, Charlie Cleveland, and Max McGuire were being replaced effective immediately. In a subsequent statement, co-founder Cleveland responded to what he called the shock decision to replace the leadership team, saying that after all these years, to find that I am no longer able to work at the company I started stings. The statement also intimated that while the former leadership team considered the game ready for early access, Krafton did not. Then, also last week, reports came to light that Subnautica 2 had been delayed to 2026, just months before Krafton was due to pay $250 million bonus to the development team. Bloomberg said that the delay was against the wishes of the studio's former leadership, and that the $250 million bonus would have kicked in if Unknown Worlds hit certain revenue targets by the end of 2025. Now, without Subnautica 2 coming out this year, that bonus won't be paid out.
Ooh.
In a statement to IGN, Krafton insisted the decision had nothing to do with any contractual or financial considerations. Instead, Krafton claims the delay was about responding to feedback from playtests, and delay talks were always under discussion before Cleveland, McGuire, and Gill were outed. Shortly after the statement, the former leadership team revealed that they were filing a lawsuit against Krafton. Now, the drama continues with the leak of an internal review document that shares a less than stellar mid-cycle review. Rather than deny the leak, however, Krafton has authenticated it, saying, given the circumstances, Krafton has determined that the transparent communication is necessary and has chosen to confirm the authenticity of the document. The leaked images themselves now show 2 pages of development review and appear to be photographs from a PC monitor. They show the disconnect between where Krafton expected development to be versus the as-is position. While we don't know who or which company authorized the report, it's clearly critical of Unknown Worlds, recommending Subnautica 2 should launch with an MVP level build that allows players to experience the core loop at high level of quality. But adding that as it currently stood, the game lacks the level of polish and market impact required to drive IP growth and expansion. It is recommended to enhance the content volume and level of polish before launching so that it can appeal to a broader market from the early access release stage, the report says. While the game includes a variety of content, it currently lacks the freshness and volume expected of a sequel. In addition, it falls short of meeting the high expectations of the OWSC and the Asian market. It is currently unclear how the leaked document began circulating publicly online.
I hate early access because of these sorts of things.
Yeah.
Like early, like the game, the launch is the most sales that you get. It's during the launch. So if you launch it in early access, it kind of diminishes that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think early access has a place for like small studios, independent studios, but like,
and this, it was a small studio,
right?
Now it's basically a AAA game,
right?
Because maybe AA is the better word, but
right. It has enough resources that it doesn't have to do that.
They got a lot of resources, and also there's a lot of IP. There's a lot of name. There's a lot of hype behind this IP. So, the launch is very important.
Yeah.
So I understand that. Fucking shoving out the CEOs and basically ripping the bonus away from all of the employees. That's
the really messed up part. Yeah.
You have to renegotiate that.
Yeah.
Like, give them that bonus next year though when the game launches.
Yeah.
You know, well, you're gonna push it back.
I think they were expecting that bonus to help fund the studio, because like $250 million is enough to fund a studio like that.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking through all these leaked documents. But
no.
Seems like the summary here is that Krafton acquired the development team behind Subnautica.
Right.
Saw that the game was not up to the standard that they thought it would be, or doesn't have all of the features that were expected of the early access launch, and Krafton decided to delay it.
Yes.
And delaying it means that the bonuses, they're not going to hit the time when the bonuses would hit.
Yeah.
So they need to also delay the bonuses, but they haven't mentioned that they're going to delay the bonuses. That's fucked up. But also they fired the 3 studio heads.
Yeah.
So that's also fucked up. I'd like to know more about the fight that they had, because that must have been a fight.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They probably wanted to release the game, and Krafton was like, "No, this game is not
done.
where
It's anywhere near. Yeah.
But also, like, we need to see what like, are they just saying that so that they don't have to push out the bonuses?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. The founders are suing, so maybe we'll learn more as the lawsuit goes on.
So, yeah, this is some corporate espionage. Like we don't know exactly why this thing got pushed back and why these guys got fired. It could be that the company just didn't want to pay out all this money, but it could be that the game was in a bad state.
I mean, that seems like the more likely scenario.
Honestly, it's probably both.
Maybe.
Probably both of those things.
Yeah.
In my old age, I'm learning that whenever 2 people are fighting, they're usually both are the problem.
Right. Right. Unless you're arguing with me about where the location of CBGB's is, and then in which case I was right.
Yes,
it is in Manhattan.
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
Then why did Mom say she's been there?
I am of the opinion that our mother grew up in Queens, same location as the Ramones. Mom has never seen the Ramones play. There's no way in hell she went to I
remember having a conversation about CBGBs with her, and she was like, "Oh, I've probably been there."
There is no way in hell.
But why would she say that if we didn't think it was in Queens at least at one point?
She's probably confusing with another place. And knowing our mother, she probably walked in, saw like graffiti on the wall and like somebody peeing in a corner. It was like, "Oh, I don't like this place. I don't like this place. We need to get out of here."
Who was that punk rock guy that used to shit himself on stage?
Gigi Allen.
Yeah,
she probably saw Gigi Allen.
Saw Gigi Allen. Thank you. Breaking news: Nintendo of America tweeted, "Thank you, Chris Mack. They're having an event for Dragon Drive." Wow.
Ooh.
Amazing. I did not play this game.
Oh, this is this
Mario
event
and
takes
Sonic
place...
at the Paralympics?
No, I was gonna say there was a rumor Nintendo Direct happening this month. I thought
it was gonna be that.
This is just
I was gonna make this whole episode about the rumored Nintendo Direct because there was a great leaked green text that showed like all the games that were gonna be in it, and it was so obviously fake. I really wanted to tear through it and talk about how fake it was, but that green text said that it was gonna happen July 10th. And that is obviously past.
Yeah.
That green text had a lot of Dragon Ball games for some reason. Like a lot. Like 3, I think.
Yeah.
What else? It ended with Star Fox.
Okay.
They're not gonna one more thing Fox.
That is wishful thinking,
Yeah.
if I ever heard.
Yeah. So there was a lot that like was obviously never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I think a SpongeBob game was in it. It was really
okay.
Stupid. Anyway, August 9th and 10th. Oh, Nintendo Switch Online members can just play the demo for Dragon Drive. I'd like to play the demo for Dragon Drive. It's a play test, one of those things where there's like certain times when you play it. It's on screen. It's all in Pacific time, which is the worst time.
Yes. Get with it, California.
Pokemon is having a direct. Yeah. I do think Nintendo will have a direct after Donkey Kong, but like probably like a week or 2.
Okay.
Probably a week. I Nate hates saying it'll be in July,
right? So
it'll probably be next week. But it could happen the week after that too. And if it happens that week, I'm not around.
Yeah.
Anyway, what other news do we have?
What's next?
Switch 2 Pro controllers, piss poor repairability. So I watched this video from iFixit.
Yes.
The video title was a little misleading.
Really?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes. iFixit gave the Switch 2 Pro controller a very low repairability score.
Yes.
And I agree with them, if not just for the fact that it has adhesive strips that hold the front plate together. So if you take it off, you're never getting that thing back on the
Right.
same again. Which is really annoying because it's using regular potentiometer sticks, so it could break pretty easily. I've repaired pro controllers before. However, what was the title of this
the video was titled "Switch 2 Pro Controller Built to Break?" ?
Yeah. So nothing about it made it seem like there was like a flaw in the way that it's built. It's just not easy.
Well, I think it was implied that because it was so difficult to take apart and potentially repair, that the implication is that Nintendo does not want you to repair it. They want you to just buy a new one or send it to them for repair.
Yeah, but saying built to break makes it seem like it will break and then you have to just get a new one.
Right.
But there's nothing that make like the first Pro controller. That thing was pretty much a tank.
Yeah.
That thing's nothing's happening in
Right.
that thing. Unless you like sit on the thumbstick and then you might get some drift or something. But that's what I thought was misleading about the title of the article, was that it made it seem like there was a fundamental flaw in the way that it was built, when really it just has a really low repairability score because it is difficult to get into and it's difficult to put back together after you get into
Well, I think, to their point, to iFix's point, I think having a controller that's hard to take apart and put back together is like something of a flaw, especially in this day and age where like more and more people are aware of right to repair and like ease of access to important things like the battery. That was their big sticking point, was that it has a built-in rechargeable battery that will degrade and die over time, and it should be a simple enough replacement, but Nintendo has hidden it behind glue and multiple screws, and it's like behind like the motherboard. So like you have to like essentially take apart the whole thing just to get to the battery.
Yeah, and so is the DualSense controller. It's the same. The only one that is great for replacing the battery is the Xbox controller, and that's only because it has AA batteries. It's the only controller that still ships with AA batteries. So I agree. This thing looks like an absolute nightmare to take apart and put back together. So much so that I am planning on doing the clicky mod for this. And I'm hesitant now because it's going to, I don't know how, the adhesive is, you need to buy a new adhesive strip for the front if you ever want to take this thing apart. So, again, my only issue with the title is built to break. It doesn't seem like it's built to break. It seems like it's built to not be able to repair after it breaks.
So I'm looking up iFix's teardown of the DualSense, and it's a pain in the butt because it's there's like all these screws, and
that probably also has a low repairability score.
But all you have to do is just remove the back cover. For this, you can't.
You get through it from the back, and this you get through it from the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and you have to go all the way through the front to get to the back.
Exactly. So I'm trying to see what their official teardown is.
Yeah. What's the score for that versus the score for this?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. iFixit doesn't really have a great website. It's kind of hard to like navigate through. All right, so I'm on DualSense version 1 repair. What is where do I get the
repairability score?
Yeah. Controller.
I was a bullfrog says they give it a 4.
Was
that the DualSense or was that the Pro controller? Because now I also want to know what the Pro controller was. This guy is also taking these ribbon cables out with metal tweezers, and he's freaking me out.
Yeah,
I did that today, actually, but seeing someone else do it, it's like...
Yeah,
like
no, I agree.
Pro 2. The Pro 2 was a 4.
Okay.
So we don't know what the...
Yeah.
DualSense controller... iFix repairability score. Nope. No one wants to.
There
There is no score for that one.
There's a video. Do I really need to watch the video to scrub?
I couldn't even find the score on the Pro 2 video.
Yeah. All right. Review and discussion. Just give me the number. Why aren't you giving me the number?
Redorn Sebar says it's built to break if it's not built to last, especially in the eyes of someone that thinks you should be able to fix anything. It's that, yeah, I agree. But again, it's not built to break. It's built to not be able to repair.
Okay, so they gave
the Nintendo hardware is usually built like a tank.
Yes. Yeah,
Except
it's built to be durable.
Yes,
but but there's a difference between being built to be durable and being built to like be usable.
That's
yeah.
I'm not trying to defend their repairability.
Yeah.
I think it should be repaired, able to be repaired easily, and I also think that the battery should be accessible because that's the thing that you'd want to repair the most.
Yeah.
So
they gave iFixit gave the PlayStation 5 overall a 7 out of 10 for repairability. That includes the controller and the PlayStation 5. That's the system and the controller.
Okay, I could see that.
But what they do say is the DualSense controller turned out to be among PS5's biggest upgrades. Yeah, I think they actually don't hate the repairability of the DualSense. The USB-C port is not easily replaceable.
Now, the repairability of the Switch itself is absolute garbage.
Yes.
The PS5, I could see that could be pretty easy to repair, especially the newer ones, because the whole CD drive can just pop out.
Yep.
And that's one of the things that could go wrong. Anyway. All right. What else? That's all we had to talk about with that, right?
Yeah, I mean, like he goes on to talk about the fact that they're not using Hall effect and TSMR triggers and analog sticks, but the big thing was the battery.
Yeah, I don't love that they didn't just use Hall effect or something like their regular potentiometers. I'd imagine they're better potentiometers than were in the last one.
Yeah,
but, there's really no proof of that.
It really does almost feel like Nintendo is like. I mean, then iFixit kind of says it like they're doubling down on their methods. It's like they're them saying like we know it works. This is what we're gonna do. If you don't like it, don't buy our system.
Yeah,
and like for the average person, like that's not gonna be an issue. Like obviously, mom and dad are gonna buy it for their little kid and whatever. But like for people like us who are aware of these things, like that can be a concern.
Have you ever touched the Pro 2 controller?
No. I'd imagine it is very similar to the Pro 1. It is,
but you gotta feel the...
Okay. I just sit here and wait. Hello. It's just me. It's just me waiting for Bob. And here he is. Okay. Oh, he brought me both. Okay.
They are basically exactly the same.
Yeah, like weight-wise, they feel kind of similar. Analog... I mean, the analog stick... This feels a little bit tighter, the analog stick, but probably because it's newer.
Hold each one in your hand and move the thumbsticks around.
All right, that's switch 1 is your ASMR. And now you switch 2. Okay, yeah, that feels smoother, the analog sticks, but like everything else, honestly,
so
more or less the same.
They're still potentiometers, so they're still going to degrade in the same way. I mean, drift on a Pro controller is not the same as drift on a Joy-Con, but they're smoother because the plastic around the stick is. Let me see.
Yeah, I was going to say
plastic around the. Oh no, you know what it is? It's because the stick never gets all the way to the edge and doesn't hit the gate, the circle around the face. it never touches that. So it just feels really smooth when you're moving it around. That controller, if you have an old Switch 1 Pro controller, there's white dust that accumulates around the stick, and it's because the stick itself is rubbing up against the gate and rubbing the plastic off of the face of the controller. So it's creating it's grinding and creating a lot of dust. This does not do that, and it makes it feel way better for it.
Also, I can see the battery on the Switch 1 controller, like, right there.
Yes. Yeah. I think you can just take the back off.
Yeah.
You have to take the grips off. I think the back.
Yeah. All that being said, this does feel much nicer.
It is a really nice controller. Yeah. I will say that.
Is it $85 nice?
I feel like I'm sucking off Nintendo, but like all the first party controllers are expensive now.
Yeah, no, that's true. They put out the PlayStation 30th anniversary DualSense controller again. I almost bought it, $80.
Yeah,
like that's way too much for a controller.
It's stupid.
Like I can't justify that.
Yeah, I don't think this is worth $85.
No.
I think that there's third parties that are a lot cheaper that are just as nice.
Well, speaking of third parties, I moved it up already. We might as well talk about it. 8-Bit Do have new Pro 3 controller.
Oh my God, it never ends.
Yeah, I know. This
retro handheld art.
So this one is it's an 8-Bit Do SN30 Pro controller. You've seen one, you've seen them all. What's new about this one is it comes with a dock. Okay, that's something. This is the big thing. Swappable buttons. The buttons are magnetic, so you can swap them around, so you can go back and forth between the Switch style ABXY buttons and the Xbox style ABXY.
That is cool. What the fuck is that?
So they also include arcade style ball joystick toppers for your analog sticks.
This looks like clown noses.
You know what's weird for the purple one, because it's supposed to look like a GameCube, they're yellow.
Okay. I love this. This is one of my favorite controllers.
It's still a really good controller. It's still got the back buttons on the grip, and now it has extra buttons next to the traditional triggers.
So the reason I love the 8-Bit Do Pro controller a lot is because the D-pad, it's shaped like an SNES controller.
Yeah.
It has grips. It's got the thumbsticks on the bottom, kind of like a PlayStation controller. Yeah. But it's got the D-pad in the same area it's in Super Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna mostly want to play games with the D-pad, I think this controller is perfect for that.
Yeah.
And now you can change the fucking A, B, X, and Y buttons on the fly with just a little magnet. That's really cool.
On the subject of the ball top joysticks, 8-Bit Do says that they were made purely for fun.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be functional like that, but it's good. Cute.
Yeah, it'll work for Switch 1 and Switch 2, Windows, SteamOS, Android, and Apple devices. It will it's on for pre-order now on Amazon, and it retails for $70.
Okay.
So that's cheaper than a Pro controller, but
that's a lot.
It's still a lot, especially for like a third-party controller.
Their old controller, I think when it launched, it was $40. Like the older version of this was $40, I think, or $50. It was less. It wasn't more than $50.
Yeah, I think
it was $40.
I think like 8-Bit Do, like they make great controllers. I'm not knocking them, but like
they're starting to get up there.
They're starting to get up there, and also like I'm so confused by like what they release, because they have like 10 different versions of the Ultimate, and they all range in price from like $30 to like $80.
Yeah, I almost made a video on the new Ultimate, but I was like, there's really not anything different. The sticks are TMR. Like that doesn't mean anything to me. My sticks don't usually degrade that much because I don't play it for long enough for it to like matter that much.
Yeah.
I will say though, years ago, like before the Switch, third-party controllers were horrible. Like they were always like the shitty one.
Yeah.
Like if you handed somebody a controller that wasn't first party, you'd be like, oh, I gotta use this one.
Yeah.
Now, and partly I think because of 8-Bit Do, 8-Bit Do.
You know this.
8-Bit Do. I know, but they all get in my head about it. I still get people share my tweet that is an email from them saying that
Yeah.
it's 8-bit due. I still get that coming up in my feed every once. The last was Kit and Krista. They were arguing with people. But yeah, I think 8-bit due. They were like the first ones I can think of that made a controller that was better than the first party controller.
Right.
Now there's a lot of companies that make
Yeah.
controllers that are better than first party controllers. Even iFixit was recommending the Gully Kit King
Yeah.
Kong controller, and I was a little surprised about it because that controller is good. It's not that good.
Right.
Pelican controller gang, Mad Cats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nyko
Airflow, baby.
Yeah, the very first third-party controller that I actually liked using was the Nyko Airflow controller. Anyway, that's cool. I want to see that. I might make a video on that.
Yeah.
That seems pretty cool. That seems worth it.
I'm hoping that they like come out with, because the big thing I like is the remappable buttons on there.
Yeah.
So if they can like release a version that like doesn't come with the dock or the ball toppers or anything like that for like significantly less, I'm in. Or if 8-bit do is watching, PO Box whatever at
they usually send they've been a hit or miss. Like sometimes they send me stuff, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'll get a random thing from them and I'm like, oh, I didn't think like the mouse. I didn't think I was gonna get the mouse. But they didn't send me the newer version of the Ultimate controller. I guess
the one that glows.
Yeah, I guess they didn't think it was different enough either. Also, I don't know if they're gonna send me the arcade stick.
Oh, that's right. They changed the arcade stick.
I pre-ordered it.
Okay.
Because I didn't know if they were going to send it to me. I'd imagine they'd send me this.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nintendo's ending game vouchers.
Nintendo will discontinue the Switch game voucher scheme, which currently allows Nintendo Switch Online subscribers to buy Switch 1 games at a discount. Detailing its plans in a lengthy FAQ page, the company said the Switch game vouchers would be ditched as of January 30th, 2026, meaning fans still have 6 months should they still wish to buy more. No reason was given for the scheme's ending, though it follows Nintendo's decision not to allow vouchers to be redeemed for Switch 2 software, and after the launch of Nintendo's first ever $80 game, Mario Kart World. So the Switch game vouchers, like they were a temporary thing previously. Like, this is a bringing it back.
The game vouchers are dumb as hell. Like they exist to be a fun little way for you to get a little discount for being like a loyal customer or for buying a lot of things. And that's cool or whatever.
Yeah.
They put all these dumb rules around it like Nintendo usually does.
Right.
Like they're limited, so you pay for the voucher, but you have to use it within a certain amount of time, or else you just lose your $100.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is that? Also, they're limited here, but in the EU, they're all the time.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if it's that way anymore, but it used to be the vouchers were there all the time. They don't take them away from you.
Right.
Also, they don't work with all games. It's only some games.
Well, they don't work with Switch 2 games, especially Mario Kart.
They're like weird about how you can like pre-order a game with it. Like if the game comes out like after the time limit, like it doesn't count. It's stupid. It's very dumb. So it's $100 for a game voucher, and you can get 2 games.
Yes.
And sometimes that means a $70 game, and a $50 game. So then you can save $20.
Yeah.
Sometimes that means 2 $70 games. I don't know what games are $70 coming out.
Tears of the Kingdom and Donkey
Kong is going to be $70.
Going to be
But that's going to be
that's the Switch 2 game,
and you can't do that. Okay. Yeah. So I don't. It's very stupid. Very confusing. I wonder if that's because of some EU laws. I bet it is. And I'm wondering why the greatest country in the world isn't so great. Where are my consumer protections?
It's Biden's fault.
Yes. He's the reason that the game vouchers are ending.
Yes.
The only $70 game you could use is Tears of the Kingdom. Yes.
Yeah. Every other game is $60.
Here's the rub, guys. Go to Costco. Get a guy who's got a Costco membership. Get a Costco get in there and load up on eShop credit.
Just be careful because like Costco's getting like tricky with like letting like guests in and stuff.
They're gonna kick you out.
Because now they don't just look at the card, they scan the card now.
Yeah, but you can let someone in with
Like,
you.
I can go in with my family. I don't know if I can go in with my family and you.
So you snuck me in.
Yeah.
Did you have to buy my stuff for me?
No, I had to present my card, and then you just had to, because Costco only accepts Visa.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's not a big.
Yeah.
How much is a Costco member?
$65, I think,
For the year.
For the year.
Like, that's a game.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, it went up. It's like $70.
Payment method must match membership card, by the way. I mean, same last name.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, vouchers have been stupid. I don't know if I have a voucher.
I didn't get this. I didn't get one recently.
I have no idea. Next news. I put this here. The price of the Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X has leaked.
Okay.
This is as per Windows Central, who's pulling it from somewhere else.
New report from 3D Jugos.
Yeah, I think it's like Brazilian or something. It was like a different language.
Got it.
So I wanted to pull it from an American site so we can see that. Oh shit! They put it in euros anyway.
The devil's money.
899 euros for the Ally X and 599 euros for the regular Ally.
So at current exchange rate, the 899 euro Ally X would be around 1,050 US dollars.
Yeah, that is a lot for a PC.
A typical Ally X, like a regular Ally X, costs around $800 US.
Yeah. Although some retailers like Best Buy have it for $899. I think they raised the price of it.
Yeah, due to stock limitations and like tariffs and stuff. That's a lot for.
And I think the lower model is $699 or something, which is like normal for like a PC handle. But like the Pro one being $1,050 is insane.
Yeah, like
for an Xbox branded.
You would hope that the Xbox branding would lower the price of it.
It seems like it's not.
Yeah,
seems like it's not.
So that sucks.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. It's definitely a tariff thing because I'm looking at these other consoles like the Aya Neos and like the GPD. What's the last one that? Oh, Aya Neo I think is doing another one of the dual screen ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it because the last video I did on that did really good.
Yeah.
But I was complaining on stream the other day because the like mid-tier one is like $1,200.
Yeah.
And like I already have it. I just want the newer one to make a video on it.
Yeah.
And like will I even make my money back? Like
I know.
It doesn't even seem worth it to get it for a video. It's starting to really not pay off doing this shit. So yeah, the Ally X, the expensive one, it looks like it's going to be prohibitively expensive.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know if it's going to really even perform that much better than the cheaper one.
Yeah, I mean, like it's got more memory and it's got like a faster processor.
Or I should say, I don't know if it's going to perform that much better than the Ally X
regular,
the one that is out right now.
Yeah,
I think it's a fucking 15% performance increase.
And like, does that
Z1 and the Z2?
And like, does that really matter at that point?
No, not at all.
So
I don't know exactly what the performance differential is, but I know that it's like not. You would think it would be double because it's the 2, but it's not double. It's way less than that. So
nobody's gonna buy this thing.
15% at the top end, but dramatic increase in performance at low TDP. Yeah, I don't care about low TDP.
Yeah,
that's like that. Some people really care about that. Some people want to lower the TDP so that they can get better battery life and whatever. But I want to see these things at their max potential. And if you don't want to, if you want the thing to be showed off at low TDP, then don't let it go too high. Then let it stay at a low TDP. They showed off the MSI Claw at at a low TDP, and it ran like shit. So
Yeah.
like, I don't care how long it could last in a low TDP. I don't care what the average frame rate is. If the frame rate's jittering, I don't fucking want it.
Reminder that Steam Decks start at $400, and that you can get just as good of a performance out of that.
Yeah.
You know, it won't give you everything because you're locked to Steam OS, but like, you can find ways around it. You'll be fine.
Yeah. So I'm not. This is gonna be really rough when this launches. People are really, really not gonna be happy with that price.
Yeah.
Hopefully these leaks are wrong.
Especially because like Xbox, right?
Yeah.
That's associated with home consoles, and yeah, they're more expensive now than they were back in the day. But like, you associate that with a lower barrier of entry than like a PC in all respects. And now they're coming out with like this really high end product.
Yes, some PCs are cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Some gaming PCs are cheaper than that. So, I mean, it makes a little bit of sense if we are to believe that they were working on their own Xbox branded handheld to come out later. Because then that one could be cheaper, and that could be like the flagship. But it's the rumor is that they canceled that. So this is their handheld.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me that this is supposed to compete against the Switch and the PlayStation Portal and the Steam Deck? This PlayStation Portal's $200.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It was like during Prime Day, it was like a refurbished PlayStation Portal was on sale for like $120.
That's crazy.
Like,
that's not a bad deal for
no,
that hunk of garbage.
Like, think about it. Like $120, yeah, you can't do anything with it, but like that's like throwaway money.
That's
right
worth
there.
the streaming, I think. All right, next news. Vice President of the European Parliament has said he supports Stop Killing Games.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. This is what I'm talking about.
Nicolae Stefanuta, Vice President of the European Parliament, has said that he stands with the people. He's from Romania. He's from Transylvania, so he knows Dracula. He supports the Stop Killing Games campaign. He took to his own Instagram reel to support the campaign, going as far to post that he signed the petition himself. I stand with the people who started this citizens initiative. I signed and will continue to help them. A game once sold belongs to the consumer, not the company, he said. Good on ya, guy.
Yeah, when I buy something, it's mine to own.
And like, that's
and I'm expecting to get even if it's a service, I'm expecting to get the service that I paid for.
Yeah.
And you could buy a game, take it home, and it just doesn't work because the servers are down.
Yeah. And like, you know, that's what, you know, I was trying to get at with the whole Nintendo like locking games that have been dumped and then resold the physical version. Because like, the media is on the cart. It shouldn't matter like what happened to it before it was
I should
sold.
be able to get it off of there.
Yeah.
And use it however I want if I paid for it.
This is like, again, Stop Killing Games is like specifically about, you know, you buy a game, you should be able to play the game like regardless of whether or not EA or Ubisoft or whatever closed down the servers.
Yeah, it's specifically about games their servers being shut down or there being something blocking you from playing the game. I'd like to see it expanded into other accessibility
I think once it starts, like you can get the ball rolling into other matters.
Yeah, like this Wii right here is offline.
Yeah.
They took it off. Like, I should be able to get my data off of here if I want.
Exactly.
The Wii U games are taken offline there. Mario Maker just is unplayable now.
Yeah.
But Pretendo gets it back online.
Yeah.
Pretendo seems to be safe. Nintendo doesn't seem like they really give a shit about Pretendo, which is a homebrewed online service for the Wii U and the 3DS. But there's no protections for stuff like that. Like, there's nothing saying that Nintendo can't just issue a copyright strike. So I'd like to see more protections in things like that. In order to even use Pretendo, you need to hack your Wii U, and that's against
terms of service.
It's against the Digital Millennium Copyright Act in some ways. So we don't have the protections like the EU.
Right.
And when things like this get past the EU, sometimes they bleed over to
Yeah.
here. So anyway, good news. Next, Tony Hawk.
Yes.
You bought this.
Yes.
Because I woke up to a charge.
And I assure you, I
woke up to a charge and I went digging through my Steam. I was like, what did I buy? And then I was like, someone hacked my Steam.
And then you remembered, oh, I gave my idiot brother a credit card. And I assured him I only buy games with it if I can talk about it on the show. And
Don't say that, because then they're going to ask you to play games. And then I'm going to have to pay for all these games.
Well, like, to be fair, like, I've talked about Tony Hawk on the show, like, constantly. So obviously I was going to get it. So I got it. It's good. I got my issues with it. I'll get into it in a second. One of my issues is the fact that Easter eggs are hidden behind a fucking paywall. The Tony Hawk's
I'm not paying for the paywall.
I bought the regular edition. I didn't
gift it to him on Steam.
I bought the regular edition. I didn't buy the deluxe edition. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series has a long history of pop culture Easter eggs, and the newest pair of remakes is no exception. However, players have now found out that several Easter eggs are locked behind the deluxe version of the game. On the Skater Island level, there is a hidden area that pays tribute to the Nickelodeon cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants. This is one of several major Nickelodeon references in the game, alongside the inclusion of Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles as a playable character, and the Turtles lair as an area in the movie studio. However, the Nickelodeon branding in these areas is locked behind the deluxe edition of the game. The deluxe edition, which costs $20 more than the standard version, also includes 2 Doom characters and the extra music. If players visit the SpongeBob-themed area without the deluxe edition installed, the SpongeBob references will be missing, instead leaving a largely empty pirate ship. Players who purchase the standard version of the game or those playing the game via Game Pass can upgrade from the standard version to the deluxe edition. Back in my day, these games were just littered with Easter eggs built in. You could unlock the Doom Slayer, he was Doom Guy back then, by just playing the game.
Yeah. Like, they're trying to hit us in the nostalgia.
Yeah. It works, but to a point.
There should be unlockable characters.
Yeah.
It gives you something to want. It gives you a reward for beating the game. And then it gives you something to do after you beat the game.
Yeah. I mean, it has unlockable characters like Michelangelo. You need to earn enough points, enough like in-game money to unlock. And I did that immediately. Bam Margera, you have to unlock. He's not just a standard character
that
like
is
he
weird.
was in the original. Like, I understand he was added late,
right? Like in the original games, all of the unlockable characters were weird characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So I don't know, man. Look, I'm so far I'm only in like the Tony Hawk 3 section of the game, so I don't know what how they handled the Tony Hawk 4 changes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I like the game. Tony Hawk 3 is like my favorite Tony Hawk game. It hits all the right notes. It runs really good on Steam Deck. It's a little bit shaky here and there, but like you can forgive it. The soundtrack, I saw somewhere the stat was only 20% of songs were from the original release of the game.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah. The new songs that they have on there, like there's some really good new songs on there, like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards. Fucking love that band. Starcrawler is really good on there. There's some other really good songs on there, but like when AFI hits, when Body Jar hits, when the Adolescents hit, like that feels right.
Yeah.
When in Tony Hawk 4, the Iron Maiden song was Number of the Beast. In this game, it's 2 Minutes to Midnight. I love 2 Minutes to Midnight, but it doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
Like, you need that. Like, please add in all the new songs you want, but like the original songs are so tied to those games. Like, you can't really separate the two.
Yeah, I didn't know 20%.
20%.
That's really sad.
Yeah. Again, like there's a lot of good songs in there, but without like most of the original soundtrack, it just doesn't feel the same. And like, also I learned that 2 levels from Tony Hawk 4 are not in the game. they were replaced by different new levels.
That's really
I
stupid.
think that has something to do with the fact because they changed the format of Tony Hawk 4. So they had like the
Hmm.
levels that were originally in it were like too big and too like unwieldy for like a standard 2-minute time limit type of Tony Hawk game.
That's really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be the same as it was.
Exactly. You know, like I understand you want to add new stuff. You want to make it like
You can still make Bam Margera old and have the games play the way that they did.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I like it's a step down from what the 1 and 2 remake was.
Yeah.
I feel. It's still good. Like I still recommend it, but like I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have the same like passion behind it like the 1 and 2 remake deal. Like you can feel the difference in it. Passion. So
Seeing what the Metacritic is.
I think it like is reviewing well. I don't think it's reviewing as well as the first one. The first
82. That's all right.
good.
Not a good user score.
Probably because they're mad about the
6.8.
changes to 4. They're probably upset about the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And like all this like anti-consumer nonsense.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst part about it is? Like, because they could easily just re-release like a song pack of like the original songs and they'll charge an arm and a leg for it, and I will buy it. I won't put it on the company card, but I will buy it.
Okay.
Because like I gotta hear those songs in this game.
There was some shade thrown to Guitar Hero, apparently.
Yeah, this is I don't understand this. Shortly after the highly anticipated game went live, players noticed a familiar looking, if legally distinct box in a trash can on the new water park level. While not everyone may make the connection, you could see that what appears to be a box copy of Guitar Hero, or Banjo Champion as it's been rebranded to, stuffed in a garbage can. It is particularly curious addition given that the developer of the Guitar Hero series from Guitar Hero 3 onward was Neversoft, which also just happened to be the original developer of the Tony Hawk games. As fans debate whether or not this was an Easter egg, a joke, or even a dig at Neversoft or at Activision, Tony Hawk 3+4 developer Iron Galaxy promptly distanced itself, writing, "We have the utmost respect for anyone who makes games. We are investigating how this got in there in the first place. Thank you to the community for bringing this to our attention, and we'll be removing that from the environment art in the next update." Ooh, fucking narked.
Yeah, like that doesn't seem like anything.
Like Tony Hawk has always had like an anarchic sense of humor, and like, yeah, taking like one of your most like beloved franchises and running it into the ground. That's like kind of Activision's thing.
Yeah,
That's what happened to Tony Hawk originally.
But it's not, I wouldn't even attribute it to being a knock at Guitar Hero. You took Guitar Hero and you made it shitty and then put it in the garbage. Like Guitar Hero, this is not Guitar Hero, this is Banjo Champion.
Yes.
And it's in the garbage because that would probably be a bad game.
Yes.
So yeah. It's just a stupid little joke.
Yeah.
They took it way too seriously, it seems.
Yeah.
Don't take it out.
Yeah. So it'll probably be replaced by something that sucks.
Yeah, an even worse joke.
Yeah.
All right, next, Donkey Kong's got performance issues. Who would have thought?
During an interview with Spanish newspaper La Vanguardia, Bonanza director Kazuyo Takahashi dished on all the things Donkey Kong, like timeline shenanigans and other highlights from the apparent spiritual successor to Super Mario Odyssey. At one point during the interview, a reporter mentioned that they noticed frame drops during certain portions of the game. In response, Takahashi acknowledged the technical hiccups, but cautioned that one had to consider various factors at play. First, we initially used effects like we used effects like hit stop and slow motion to emphasize the impact, Takahashi says, presumably in reference to how the game depicts Donkey Kong's ability to destroy the environment. On the other hand, by using voxel technology, there are moments where the scenery undergoes big changes and destruction. We're aware that in these moments, the performance might be impacted a bit. Regardless, as you say, in general, the gameplay is fluid. Whenever the game produces changes at great scale, we prioritize fun and playability.
Brace yourselves for this weekend when people are going to start trying to deliberately break the game.
Yeah.
And see how quickly they can break things in the environment to tank the frame rate and then post it online and be like, look, the game doesn't run good.
Yeah, like it stinks because like the slowing down of frame rate, like and it's in a lot of cases like it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a little bit stuttery, but as long as the game like rights itself and gets back on track, like you're not going to notice it. Perfect Dark, occasionally ran at like 2 frames a second, but like the rest of the gameplay experience was phenomenal. And like you remember that game not because of the slowdown, but because of the experience you had with it otherwise. And it's going to be the same thing with Donkey Kong, but because we live in the age of YouTube, they're going to take like slowdown clips out of context and be like, "Oh, game sucks. Nintendo's in the garbage."
It was the first thing I noticed when I played the game. It's mostly in cutscenes, so it's like not a big deal. I'm hoping for a performance mode. I don't think that they're going to have that, but it would be really nice to have something that lowers the resolution in favor of frame rate.
I mean, that might come in like in a later update, maybe.
I mean, they haven't said anything about it. I'm confident that the game will be stable. Mario Odyssey was stable the whole time. It was only 30 frames. So this will be just fine. I don't think it's going to be anything game breaking. I think that the frame rate will be rougher than we're used to in a first party Nintendo game.
Mm-hmm.
And that will feel disappointing.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be all that bad. And when you're destructing the environment, it'll feel like a little slow motion little thing, like the original Mega Man when you're playing that game and things slow down. Feels like it's like part of the game. That's what it'll feel like. Nintendo showed a screenshot of Donkey Kong Bonanza running on Switch 1. I did see that.
I saw that, yeah.
That was interesting. Where is that?
Yeah, it was like
it's
not as
screenshot you sent me.
It's not as detailed as is it on this page? There's a side by side.
Oh,
there it is, yeah.
Yeah, just a lot more foliage. Basically, it looks like they started making the game for the Switch 1, and then they were like, we can add so much more shit, and also the resolution and frame rate will be better.
Mm-hmm.
If we're complaining about the frame rate now,
oh god, yeah,
it would have been unusable on the Switch 1. And no VRR in dock, that could have fixed it. Yeah, variable refresh rate.
Maybe, yeah.
So I'm talking about this in my video this week. I'm complaining about VRR not being in docked mode. I'm confident that they can. Last week on the podcast, we talked about how the dock supports variable refresh rate.
Yes.
I'm confident that they will update the Switch to support variable refresh rate when docked eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that it comes with the launch of Donkey Kong because I think that frame rate's going to be rough and variable refresh rate will definitely help. Most people don't have displays that support variable refresh rate. So I guess it's not a big deal. I think that update will have to come with Metroid.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think this game's going to be great. It comes out this week. I'm going to play it, and I think it'll be great. So I don't want to knock on it too much. I'm a little upset about the performance issues, but I don't think that they're going to matter like that much at all. Also, I've been playing Mario Odyssey on all these wacky, dumb handhelds, and it runs like garbage on all of those, and I've been fine, so whatever. Important update about the only John Wick game.
Yes. Now some quick hits. John Wick Hex will be removed from sale on all platforms beginning July 17th.
It's $20?
Yeah. After July 17th, existing owners of John Wick Hex will be able to access the game via their digital libraries, either on PC or console, or the physical copies if you own those. However, new purchases of John Wick Hex will not be possible.
It's like a mobile game, isn't it?
It's a weird like not real-time strategy, turn-based like strategy game in a way. You think John Wick, you think like a third-person shooter type deal, but like
it's not.
It's not like you have to actually like stop and like plan out your moves, think ahead. Like you're fighting against time. Like every movement you make takes time. So you have to like budget. Like, am I going to reload or am I going to move? Am I going to aim at this guy or am I going to aim at that guy? So it's a really interesting concept for what you can do with like what should typically be like a shooter game. And it sucks that they're losing the license.
Yeah, this is why you should be able to steal games.
Yeah. So that said, if you want to play this game and you haven't had a chance to, buy it now, because otherwise you'll never be able to.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, in terms of Apple gaming.
Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is coming to Mac this week.
This rules.
Yeah, so it's coming to the Mac App Store, but also GOG, Steam, and the Epic Game Store. So hopefully that means we'll be able to play it.
Oh, it's all so my Steam. It'll just work on Mac.
Yes,
it's
the only requirements are it has to be an M1 or an M chip MacBook with 16 gigabytes of RAM.
An M chip.
An M chip.
Oh, done.
RAM. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Pros, baby.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't play this game. I've been wanting to actually kind of play the game. But I don't want to play too much because I keep just playing the one section of the game for benchmarks, and I don't want to leave that one area.
Start a new save.
Yeah, but I gotta preserve that save.
Yeah. So can't you do?
I could do it.
Yeah.
I could do it. So maybe I will. That'd be really cool to actually have a game on my MacBook.
Yeah.
I hope more games follow suit with that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm disappointed that like Apple made like such a big deal when the M chips came out. Like, oh, like look at all these games like Resident Evil and Death Stranding. Like we're a serious game company now, and then like fucking nothing.
Yeah,
like the Metal API that they came out with is essentially their Proton. Like, and rave things about it.
Right after they released that, people immediately used it to port Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
and said that it worked good. So. Hopefully they used that for this, and hopefully this shows other people that it's worth doing. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to sell a lot, which is
no,
problem,
but like, I mean,
hopefully Apple shows this off and is like, look,
yeah,
because like, look at what they did for Switch 2. Like, Cyberpunk is the benchmark for how good Switch 2 ports can be. So let's see that with Mac gaming. Do the same thing for Mac gaming. It's crazy that Cyberpunk was like the shittiest game that came out. And now everyone's using it for benchmark.
Yeah,
everyone's like, look at how great these ports are.
Yeah.
Last news, I didn't know this.
Yes, the Analogue 3D has been delayed.
When did this happen?
Today.
Oh my god, RGT must be fucking going nuts.
It is now coming out in late August 2025.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not upset.
They said this should not affect anyone's pre-order. Prices are not going to go up.
In fact, I'm happy because I got things to do.
Yeah.
So I got nothing to do late August.
Yeah.
So I'm down for it to come out.
Yeah.
Then. I'm not happy with the communication they've had because people have been wondering what the fuck's going on. Everybody knew this was going to get delayed. And they're a little late to the party, their own party.
Yeah,
that it's going to be delayed. So
I did see because it's supposed to ship at the same time as the 8-bit do and 64 controllers. Those are still scheduled to come out in July.
Well,
do you think they'll be delayed with the Analogue?
I think 8-bit do knows what they're doing. RGT tweeted, "Can't wait for the delay in August." He made a video. Where's the Analogue 3D? And then they responded, I think, and said, "Oh no, it's still happening in July." And then today they were like, "No, that was fucking yesterday." I think they said,
"Oh wow,
that it was still going to be July."
Mm-hmm.
So when was the previous date? It was late July. That was it, as far as I know. Was that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Word of the week! Word of the week! Word of the week! Word of the week!
This one's a video. I'm gonna need your full attention over here. I don't know how well this will work. Oh no, what happened? Oh no, I gotta sign in.
Oh no.
What do I do? How do I do this?
I don't know. You don't remember your X password?
I don't want to do it on that computer. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I know why. Okay, I can fix this. I can fix this. I'm trying to do this so they can get audio. Okay.
All right.
Very complicated setup. This is Okay, so this I swear it's very funny. This is it's a Guitar Hero board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. This is a Guitar Hero, and there's a smoke detector behind it.
Right.
Guitar Hero, but it's a smoke detector.
God
Wow.
damn it.
I would play that.
Damn it. Why?
Oh, and now we'll talk to you guys.
Yes, let's start with people who left comments on last week's Wulff Den podcast over on the YouTube channel. YouTube.com for the Wulff Den podcast.
Starting with, God, I'm in too many discords.
Too many discords.
Starting with Cinnamon Polar. As someone who grew up with 3D Land as my first 3D Mario game, I had some trouble adjusting to the newer games like 3D World or Odyssey because I didn't have the 3D assistance for depth perception. For at least the first few hours, jumping on enemies or estimating some jumps was harder. As someone who grew up with 3D Land as my first 3D Mario game.
Jesus Christ, we're
Yeah, I
old.
guess that's a little late.
I'm trying to think though, because like I would imagine like the depth perception like make it harder, to jump on things when you're like.
Oh, so going from the actual 3D
Yes.
from that game and moving over to, well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, playing like Mario 64 for the first time, depth perception is difficult. Because like we always played 2D games, and now all of a sudden there's a 3D one, and I got to jump on a Goomba's head in 3D. That's like hard. So, and then adding the actual 3D in your eyeballs, I can see how that could be easier. Spartan Diab says the fan in the Switch 2 dock is to cool the chipset in the dock, not to cool the Switch. Yes, I've been looking up on it. I still don't really necessarily believe that, but it seems like the fan in the dock does not have, like, there's vents where the chipset in the dock is that do not touch the vents for the Switch 2 itself.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two separate ventilation systems, one for the chipset of the dock and one for the Switch. I think that it's to prevent the Switch 2 from heating up so much that heats up the chipset in the Switch 2 dock.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think that it's really for. Either way, I've been fucking around a lot with the Switch 2 dock, and that thing doesn't get hot at all. The Switch 2 does get hot.
Right.
So that's my analysis. Sing Sora says, I mean, if they are shutting down servers for Anthem and you recently purchased Anthem, then they should allow us to refund it, especially with the servers going down. I don't understand why these companies don't allow us to refund the game after they just mentioned, oh yeah, we're shutting down the servers. Because then they would lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
There are companies that have done that. Yes.
Yeah.
They did it. Didn't they do it for Concord?
They did it for Concord. I think even like Ubisoft did it for The Crew.
Doing it closing a game way after release, I don't think it's that unreasonable to not do a refund. However, I think that they should definitely give people the tools to make public servers.
Yeah.
And you write that into your budget when you're making the game.
Yeah.
It's a requirement. TJ Meyer says, Wendy's breakfast is so good.
I don't think I've ever had Wendy's.
What do they have?
I know they have French toast sticks.
Breakfast worth waking up for.
I'm more like
French toast sticks.
Yeah. When it comes to like
That's just a McMuffin.
Yeah. They have like some like butter or something or other that like gives me a heart attack just looking at it.
Ooh. What is that?
that
That
one.
chicken?
Yeah.
Ooh. Now they could just have, that's not breakfast.
The problem is like these places could be like just have breakfast all day. I'll get like a fucking sausage and egg biscuit. Like if
they got it at Sonic.
If a fast food place doesn't have a sausage and egg biscuit like for their breakfast menu, like I'm not interested in it. Cuz like you can't mess that up. The best ones are McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and
I've never had Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Chick-fil-A's got good breakfast. And Hardee's.
Hardee's.
Hardee's, yeah.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A's got the you can get like their chicken patty on a biscuit for breakfast.
Okay.
Is
that what I was just looking at?
One of those.
But it's got the honey glaze sauce.
Like a regular, like Hardee's does this too. A regular like fried chicken patty on a biscuit for breakfast. That will change your life. That's what you want for your fast food.
Okay. I haven't had fast food breakfast extremely long. Beepus says, I've hooked up my dock with HDMI cable I use for my Wii U. Have had no issues with disconnecting. You might be at 1080p. You might just be running games at 1080p.
You should check that.
Which probably isn't a big deal. Honestly, my Switch 2 is like set to 1080p. I don't care for 4K. Like,
right.
My monitor is totally capable of it. I usually stream, and the stream, most people are watching in 1080p anyway, so I don't care. Anyway, we're in the chat now.
Waffle House for the win. Like, obviously.
Give us a Waffle House here. I would love to be able to say that Waffle House is the best.
Yeah.
But we don't have one around here.
Like obviously Waffle House like wins. Like, we're not talking about that. We're talking specifically about fast food breakfast sandwiches. Like, if there's a Waffle House in the area, you go to Waffle House. But if you're on the road and you need something quick, then you go to like a fast food place.
My go-to fast food breakfast has been Starbucks egg bites because they are gluten-free. I don't have any options anymore.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it goes. Don't get old. SAG-AFTRA approves 2025 video game agreement officially concluding its strike. Yay!
All right, we could like talk about games again. That was such a confusing strike because like with the actors strike for like the movies and stuff, like we understood like don't talk about like struck movies, but like there were like all these other like addendums for like video games. Like if it's currently in development, you could talk about it. If it's gonna start, like you don't talk about it. Like Fortnite's not included in that, and like all these others. So like we're very happy that they got what they wanted. Like obviously, yes, we don't like the AI taking over.
It must be very frustrating being an actor. Like you just can't. You're just not allowed to work. Like being an actor who's like not like either a nepo baby or already big time.
Yeah. Well, that's
like you need to work.
Yeah. Well, that was like one of the things they were saying like during the last strike. Like some like the regular ass TV actors, like I don't got money to do anything.
Yeah. If we set the Switch to 1080p, will Donkey Kong voxels lag less, or does it pull a PS5 where it renders 4K and then downsamples? That is a great question. I do not have the answer. I don't think I've noticed performance differences between 4K and 1080p in any game. Between docked and handheld, yes, there will be performance differences. That will be ostensibly the difference between playing in docked and playing handheld is knocking it down to 1080p. I don't even know what Donkey Kong runs at.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 1440p, but I'm not. It might just be 1080p. It looked like 4K when I played it, but I don't know anything. I'm not sitting there counting pixels. The crazy thing is that PS5 upscales to 4K first. It does not render 4K natively usually. That is really dumb. So it upscales to 4K and then downscales to 1080p again. That is so. So today I docked my Lenovo Legion Go S and my Neo 3. I docked it to the Switch dock and played Death Stranding 1. And it ran great.
Nice.
Oh, I've been ignoring YouTube chat. Egg and cheese croissant goes crazy. Will, would you ever eat 50 strips of bacon between two halves of a donut?
19-year-old Will would.
Yes.
That guy was insane.
He was crazy. That man was a 25 glazed munchkins to himself kind of guy.
38-year-old Will would need a wheelchair and the pacemaker after that.
DT Hayward says, any update to your 3D printed Switch dock? Yes, I have completed it.
Hooray!
It is I mean, actually I shouldn't say that. It's like 90% completed, but it'll be in the video this week. So good news. It's been very stressful. But we made it. It's also like you gotta glue it together, kind of like it snaps together, but I don't trust the snappiness of it.
Oh, did you see Dragon Quest won't be getting a Switch 2 upgrade path if you own the Switch 1 version? You have to buy Switch 2 version.
Yeah, that is really dumb.
Yeah.
There's no reason for that at all.
I don't understand. Because like if
it is an NES game.
Yeah. Like if this was on PlayStation or Xbox, there would be like an upgrade path. Like to me, it's starting to sound like this is a failure on Nintendo's part to like communicate that.
Yeah.
To these companies.
Well, I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that.
Because it's Nintendo.
I mean, Nintendo has issues with like certification. Like if you put a game on the eShop, like they have issues with approving that shit. So I'd imagine it's a fucking nightmare to get a game approved for an upgrade.
Yeah.
So maybe it's their fault. I don't know. We gotta go. It's very late because we started the show.
Yeah. But
thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the Wulff Den podcast every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WulffDen or youtube.com/WulffDen podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WulffDen podcast. So you can go and check us out over there on demand whenever you want. But if you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcast, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Audible.com. The list goes on. But no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us, because that helps us with placement on all of those respective platforms.
I will have a video out on Thursday about the Switch 2 dock. I will also have a 3D printed dock enclosure you can print yourself for the Switch 2 dock. I will also be streaming on what's this website? Twitch. I'll be streaming Donkey Kong on Thursday. Some people will be streaming it on Wednesday. I will be busy working on a video. And I'd rather do that. But I am excited for the game. I also don't want to play it on a foreign account. I don't want to go to the wizard and go buy it. So I'm going to wait till Thursday to play it. But I'm excited for the game. So I'll be streaming it on Thursday. Thursday night, probably. Thanks for being here. Goodbye.
Bye.